Have you been watching the news out of South Africa for the past week? More than 120 people have died and property worth billions of rand has been destroyed. All this was triggered by the arrest of the former president Jacob Zuma. In this video, I will comment about our African mindset that I believe is at the root cause of this issue. However, before I go any further, if this is the first time you are watching my videos, you are most welcome. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. I keep maintaining on this channel that we Africans must internalize a mindset that is in line with the modern world and also beyond the demons and the limitations from our tribal groupthink. Without this mental transition, that is to say, to be modern, beyond tribal groupthink, but fully African, we struggle as a people. We struggle to create strong communities or countries that don't fall apart the minute someone manipulates our tribal passions to undermine the nationhood. I'm talking about South Africa because many of us who grew up in Africa in the 1980s were fed a constant news of the suffering of our fellow Africans in South Africa due to the apartheid regime. We grew up listening to songs about Free Nelson Mandela. We read news about how the apartheid government invaded countries such as Namibia, Mozambique, and assassinated people all over the continent who were accused of supporting the ANC. For example, the first president of Mozambique. Many poor African countries sacrificed their little monies to help the black South Africans fight for their independence. In my own country, Uganda, we hosted one of the camps of the ANC fighters after they were expelled from Angola in 1988. So, the struggle to free South Africa was embraced by most of the independent African countries. And all this was done with the hope that once freed, South Africa would be the beacon of Pan-African hope that would lead a modern Africa. Has this happened? No. The verdict is that it seems South Africa has also gotten stuck in the African collective mentality that keeps us trapped in backward tribal psychologies instead of advancing modern mindsets that would enable us to maintain modern economies such as South Africa was. I'm saying this because according to the president of the country, Cyril Ramaphosa, the violence was caused by ethnic mobilization. In simple terms, he meant that Zuma organized his Zulu people, who are the biggest tribe in South Africa, to protest his imprisonment. If this indeed is true, it brings me back to the fundamental reason why I wrote my 3 books and why I keep talking directly to us, the African elites. We become leaders in our countries, but as long as we don't create a different collective mindset that transitions our people from blindly following their tribal leaders to embracing the modern rule of law, it will always be easy for disgruntled people to motivate their tribesmen to disregard the rule of law. When this happens, then all our education and modernity will mean nothing. They will always come crashing down and leaving our countries as ungovernable pre-modern entities that are easily manipulated by foreign powers. It is an unfortunate fact that when the native blacks took power from the apartheid government in 1994, majority of them had not attained quality modern education. It is well known that since the generation of the Mandelas who were educated in 1940s and 50s, Due to the discriminatory Bantu education system imposed on the natives, for almost 2 generations, from the 60s all the way to the 90s, black South Africans did not get quality education. So when independence came in 94, the incoming majority were not equipped to use strong quality education to transition their masses from self-sabotaging tribal mindsets to a modern African mindset that would integrate with and lead the rest of the continent. So my hope is that the government of South Africa can invest in quality education so that people grow up to have sellable skills that will enable them get decent jobs so that their poverty can no longer be manipulated along tribal lines. Only a modern educated mindset is what will help people realize that destroying property and infrastructure propagates their poverty. This is because what they destroy is what would have been their sources of employment. Thank you for watching, and remember, changing our mindset is the struggle.